you need to contact any of them urgently. I'm sure there are contacts that you can reach them on, so they'll put it out there as well. And my sister, this lady, when she catches me, Ariel, the wellness coach, she is on as well. This morning we have Pastor Atu of Joy FM also on our panel because, like I said, they have very, very important tasks to perform today. Mama the T is right here. Reverend Kofi Boateng Esquire is here with us as well. And Dr. Grace Bachman, he is the medical director, Sonotech Medical and Diagnostic Center. He's here. Ariel is a wellness coach. Pastor Ato, obviously, you know he is a pastor. My sister is Ariafia Sante, ACE counselor. So is Reverend Kofi Boateng Esquire. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas. Oh, Kofi, I see the Christmas tree in your background. Afishapa to all of you. Please, who is doing the party?
It's PG.
Yes, it's PG.
Oh, PG, we're coming over.
PG, you are in trouble.
I know, right? I'm in a big trouble.
PG, organize the party. PG, the party is on you. But thank you all so very much. But Ariel, I haven't seen your face. I know you're beefing me small.
I'm here.
There you are. Oh no, but this lady cannot beef. I'm sure she looks at you and she's going, this girl fine. How are you, sis?
I'm very well. Yourself?
I am well, thank you.
Great.
Mama T, yourself a mommy with swag. I see you.
Yes, I'm here. Oh. Hello.
Hi, this week I gave your number to somebody without telling you. Forgive me, Mati.
Yes, you called me.
Great.
It's fine.
It was
giving the number. I'll just give them out. No problem.
Thank you all so much. So, how do we start it this morning? I'm going to I think Daniela briefed everybody on our specific tasks this morning. And so once I come to you, whatever Christmas messages you have, you share with us, and then we move on to the task. So who do I start with? Yay. Let me see. Look at me. Okay, I'm going to start with you, Reverend Kofi Boateng. Fellow, I'm going to start with you. So, this morning, the holidays are pretty long. For us here on Home Affairs, for instance, we're taking a break after today. And most of our shows as well, we're going to be having, breaks here and there. Different teams are going to be performing different tasks. And that's also going to be happening in a lot of homes. Regular things are not going to be happening. The meals are going to be a bit different, like it or leave it. When you open the fridge and the freezers, the things in it will definitely be a bit different because, it's Christmas and New Year is also coming up and you will have one or two people pop in and you'd like to have, some newness around you. Now, what we want to find out from you is to help us, right, have some ideas of some of the things that families can do within this season, especially so when you're on budget. You can't fly the family out. You don't, even local tourism is really very expensive. If you want to take your family out on a holiday here in Ghana, and sometimes traveling abroad is even cheaper when you look at it that way. And so some ideas that can help the families to bond, to stick together, and, just be able to make merry at home. That's your specific task this morning, and then also your Christmas and New Year message.
All right. Good morning again, Edem. Good morning to everyone. Good morning to everyone listening. The festive season, Edem, has always been a time for families to get together and... Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay. So I said the festive season has always been a time for families to get together and to create cherished memories, especially for their children. if you would remember, anytime you think about Christmas or the holidays, the first thing that comes to mind is the time that you spent with your family, especially when you were growing up. And so as parents, let us strive to make this time as meaningful and memorable as possible for our children and for us as a family together, because these are the memories, the things that they will remember for the longest time. It is not just by providing gifts, but also by using it as an opportunity to instill in our children a strong sense of belonging. It's important for them to witness the significance of family as they observe mom and dad working together, demonstrating affection and respect for each other. And most importantly, we want them to feel that they are an integral part of the family. How do you do this? Let's get them involved in the decision making for the holiday season. As you're planning activities, please solicit their opinions, no matter how young they may be. That makes them feel important. It makes them feel that they are part of the family, and then you also respect their views. Take time to explain things to them. If your financial situation has changed and you're unable to do the things that they're accustomed to, explain it to them. They will understand you, and they may even come up with ideas that will be beneficial to the family as well. So it is my prayer that your family will be empowered to be able to withstand. It is my prayer that your family will be empowered and resourced to be able to withstand any challenges you face in the future. And I pray that you would have a joyous and memorable Christmas season. Thank you, Edem.
Thank you very much, Osofo Kofi Boateng Esquire. But are there, do you have like specific people you would like to send Christmas and New Year wishes to?
Of course, my dear wife, who allows me to come on every morning when you call me.
So wow, say thank you so much.
It's Sewa Boateng, and the children, Kwabena, Papa, Akuya, Nana Yao, they're also always very supportive of me and everything I do. And then I have my mom, Mrs. Owusu Adome. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to all my cousins. I have so many of them, but everyone, my work family at Parkwood and Musan, the law firm. Merry Christmas to everybody, Mr. Akusi Ewa, and then all my colleagues. Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to you too.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So before we let Kofi go, I'll just quickly want to recap some of the things he said. So he says that this time, a lot of people are on break. So parents who do regular jobs, you probably would be home a lot more times. Your children are watching the way you show affection and respect for each other. So it's important that when they're around you, you shouldn't fake it. It should actually be the norm.
Yes.
So ensure that you're demonstrating proper affection, and they learn from seeing these things. It's very, very important. He also said that get the children involved in all decisions you'll be, especially so the ones that they can actually help with, if you're unable to give them the sort of Christmas you have always given them, or holidays you have always given them for one reason or the other, like we talked about last week, you should be able to discuss it with them in the language they will understand. And he did say that you will be amazed at some of the ideas they will come up with, instead of you thinking that they won't understand, so you won't talk to them and you shut them out. You don't do that. And what I have come to learn also is that these children, they talk a lot. They will have conversations with their friends, and they will express how terrible they feel to their friends.
Yeah.
and that's an indictment on you as a parent. So it's important that whatever it is that you want to do, we can't go out, but can we watch movies at home? Can we have some
Exactly.
popcorn? Can we try to, try some very simple new recipes together and they are all involved and you're happy about it? Is there one of them that can actually take the phone and be recording whilst you do all the silly things you do at home and all that? Very, 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 very simple things, making time for them. So involve them. He says you should solicit their opinions is very important and take time to explain things to them. Some of the times you haven't had, some of the things you haven't talked about all year round. I'm sure this season will give us the opportunity to sit around and have some of these conversations. And if they come to you asking you questions, please take time off to explain things to them. And Kofi says that they will understand, which is very, very, true. And so, yeah, these are some of the things that Reverend Kofi Button put out there. You want to, write them down and make sure that you are applying. And if you have some ideas on some of the simple things we can do at home, you also might want to share with us. Number is 055-111-1997. What are you going to be doing? Share with us. Somebody may just pick an idea from that. Asafo Kofi, thank you so very much. We appreciate
Thank
you. Merry Christmas to you and your family and to all your loved ones.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Till he appeared, and the soul found its worth. A thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices for yonder lay.
We're celebrating Christmas and I'm so happy. Like, I'm feeling like a little child. Oh my God. One of the things I did was yesterday in the morning, as early as I think 5 a.m., I took my girls to Accra Central just to go and see how Butu Butu Chrome is and come back home. They were like, Mommy, why? I said, it's part of the Christmas.
Divine.
We did that. I shipped them off home and then I came to work.
When Christ was born.
When I went back home in the evening, there was a lot of talk around it. Mommy, what was all that about? Blah, blah, blah. I said, but yeah, this is what I have experienced from my childhood. Mwenya. So take them to Accra Central. Today, Saturday, take them there. Where vehicles and human beings are sharing the same road. PG Sebastian. Actually understand why they said we are coming to your house for the party. Because PG can cook. PG can bake. I mean, PG, what can't you do though?
Tuzafe. I come prepared to Tuzafe. That's the only thing I
Don't
come
worry,
prepared.
that one will buy it and
That's
bring
what
it.
I want, OPD. So you have to learn how to like sharp.
Mama,
It's not today or tomorrow. Learn. I'm coming.
I will do that.
Mama, see, we will buy that. We'll order that one and go and add it to the things that. Hey,
The rest,
PG.
As far as I'll see Tozafi on the table, I'm cool.
Hey,
great.
PG will cook and put on social. PG will come to your house. In fact, it's official.
I hear you, Edem.
Mrs. PG, it's official. We are coming. Merry Christmas to you again, PG, and your household.
Many happy returns, Edem, to you, to our viewers or our listeners, and to my amazing co-panelists. I mean, you guys have all been amazing. The year has been good, we thank God. So yes, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. You guys make Home Affairs what it is. And we're family. It's so beautiful. Thank you.
No, right.
And it's beautiful how, all of you are very concerned about families. And so unless it is extremely difficult, you will find ways to be here, either on phone, on Zoom, or in person. Akpena misi, amaona yirami.
Hey, how do I respond?
You can just say you or you say amen or mount whichever way.
Amen.
Okay, so PG, to your specific task this morning,
Right.
we want you to share some couple goals with us, right? This Christmas, I mean, Kofi has talked about the children involved, but when it's just about you and your partner, not that you don't have, a family, the children are there as well, but it's important that the two of you also make a lot of time for yourselves. Some of these things, when we say them, when the children are there, you won't see it. But Kofi will tell you, when you begin to experience an empty nest, then you realize that, hey, we didn't prepare for this. It hits you like that, So
Yeah.
this season that most families will take some little breaks from work here and there. You have the children to think about, you have the extended family, you have social life to think about. We also have ourselves as couples to think about. What can couples do within this season to also continue to bond together? And going into the new year, I mean, somebody will tell you that New Year is just another day, but it's also time for people make new resolutions. I want to achieve these things that we couldn't do. We want to carry them forward and all that. But specifically among couples, what would you advise that, couples try to do together, no matter how, regardless of, you having a lot of money or not, resources or not, you still need to bond. So we want some couple advice this season and into the new year.
Right. So thank you once again, Edem. I think for us as a couple, like you rightly said, there are things that we need to do to make us comfortable living with each other when there is no one around. And that moment will come. Once you raise your kids well, and things work out for them at some point in time, they will either leave, go to the university or start work. But some way, somehow, they will still leave you and you'll be stuck with this person that probably you may not have done much with. And so it's very important we learn a few things that we can carry it through the year and then the years that will follow. One of them would be to do things together. So one, if you have a little Christmas tree somewhere there, whether it's little or it's big, depending on the size or regardless of the size, that's the word, you can choose to, decorate it together. You do it together. You goof, you make your mistake, you laugh at each other, you tease each other. And some of these things, you'll be shocked how my wife will always tell me, hey, this one, why they taught you at Timbot. Timbot is a primary school I went to, and she went to a bougie school. My school is a government school, and she went to a private school. So she'll be like, hey, this one, they didn't teach us at Chapo Yellow. And they would just, she'll just, and I also say something, I'll tell her, well, your school is collapsed, and my school is still outstanding, or still standing. But you see, these little jokes, it's not to offend. It is for us to actually see the funnier side of our partners, get to see how they think about us and some of the wits or sarcasm that is lurking somewhere in them that we probably even didn't know. It's very easy during this period for some people to take offense because maybe a joke come out well, but please, guys, it's just a joke. It's just for the period. So let's do things together. Let's cook together. It will be fun. You always get the fufu pounded. Maybe the wife is doing owoka. Owoka is, when you are using one hand to pound and then one hand to drive. Or maybe it's the houseboy or something. Today, say, hey, Charlie, I'm going to do this together. We are going to do this together. I'm going to pound. I'm going to stand on the fufu and pound. Or daddy deciding to, drive the apple or drive the banku or drive something. Something that you can do that either takes the burden of your wife or creates a memory that is stuck in your wife. Or it could even be the woman who can choose to say, okay, so during this period, usually it is daddy that does these things. This festive period, I'm going to take it up. I'm going to do that. You do something for your husband to feel that, oh, today I'm being made to feel like a king. Let me just take a step back and let me watch my wife do these things that I used to do or that I am the one regularly who do it. And so, yes, you can do that. Another thing that I recently posted online, and I think we don't pay a lot of attention to, that's creating memories through pictures. You see, each time you look at a picture, it is not just a face on a paper or a face on a digital screen. It is a moment captured in time. You see, so maybe it was a birthday, maybe there was a visit, there was something. Each time you look at that picture, it moves you back in that time for you to appreciate the moment or remember the moment. And so, yes, taking pictures around this festive season helps. So whatever daddy is doing, whatever mommy is doing, whatever the couple are doing together, capture it on video, capture it on selfies, capture it in different ways, and save them. Some of them, if the quality is good, you print them. Some of them, you just save them on your phone. Or if you have a digital photo album, you just upload them so that, they'll be screening on you. I mean, most televisions have, most televisions have that. So you put the pictures on the pen drive, and days where maybe there is nothing, you are not really watching anything on TV, you're just probably playing music or, listening to radio. You can just plug this pen drive at the back of your 32 to, 100 or whatever size or inch TV. And then the pictures will just be rolling. The pictures will just be rolling. So, you are having a normal day, but then the memories are still in the background. So you can do that. You can also consider, a romantic, dinner. You can choose to cook it at home. You can choose to go outside and go and do it. But it's just going to be for mommy and daddy. It's just going to be for the two of you. You can choose to do that. You can also choose to have a marathon movie night. You can, as we say, Netflix and chill. Along the line, you realize that the TV is staring at these two grown adults who are also watching a new kind of movie. And that is fine. You're married, If you don't have a television in your room, it could be your laptop. You put a laptop somewhere, push it a little back so that both of you can lie next to each other in the bed and be watching it. Along the line, maybe one thing will lead to the other and some things will happen. But it's all nice, you see. And then you can also think of creating a vision board for the coming year. You see, most of the time, as the Bible says, can two walk except they agree? Most of the time, the man might start doing a thing or two, and his wife feels left out because obviously this is your thoughts, this is your idea, everything is in your head. Or the woman might decide to do something in the new year, and then this is your thoughts, this is your idea, this is in your head, so the man is not part. But can we do this together? Can we have a common vision? Let's write our vision board. Let's decide what we want to see happen in the course of the year. What we want to see happen in January, February, all the way to December. Let's write them together and let's make each other accountability partners, especially when it comes to the specific things that we've ascribed to each other. So Edem, these and a few others, those who can afford can also choose to to travel, have like a day or two staycation, or, if you have the money, you can travel. If you don't, you can just have a little one day, maybe the first or a day before the first or a day after the first. Depending on your schedule. Choose to say we are having a stay in bed day. You order the food, you stay in bed, you watch your movie, you tell the kids, hey, no disturbance. If you have a help or you can ship them to grandma, you ship them to grandma. If you're a new couple, you don't have any of these. You can just make the room a place where you can have fun, or you can also travel. So Edem, these are just a few things that I can share. And I believe that if couples did them, this will also help them bond and strengthen their relationship.
Great. I know. Sorry. The briefing didn't have this, but I will let you follow. I'm following up with you on this that I'm bringing up. We've noted the points, about doing little things together, like decorating the Christmas tree, crack little jokes and tease each other. It shouldn't get to the point where somebody is getting upset, so you'll have to be sensitive to the things you're cracking jokes about as well.
Right.
You can cook together, which is a very beautiful thing. Hey, some people will burn water. Do something nice for your spouse. You can make her feel like a queen, and she makes you feel like a king. So you can think about doing something nice. And to this point, I haven't seen where we say that, we are going out and we don't have money. All of these things are things you can create in your very little space. Create memories through photos and take a lot of pictures this season. Some, I like the fact that you can print some. Some you just want to keep them on your phone, create a slideshow, and then you're relaxing and watching them and giggling at each other. A romantic dinner, again, you can go out, you can have it at home. It's all beautiful. You can have a marathon movie night. You can create, I love this part, create a vision board, for the new year. And if you like, you just want to stay in bed, cuddle, watch movies, talk, sleep, wake up, and all that. But PG, this is, I mean, it's not very ideal for everybody like that.
Right.
In these times, we have people who are no longer together with their spouses. Maybe they have lost their spouses and they're going to be celebrating their very first Christmas ever without their spouse, because they probably have lost them to death, or you have a hard time in your marriage and people are separated or divorced and all that. So for those who may be going through, couples who may be going through very hard times, I'd like us to spare a thought for them as well.
All right. So for those who have lost their partners, I mean, that would be a time for reflection. You see, we sometimes, and it's us, it's human, sometimes you think about someone and the only thought that comes, or the only feeling that you get, is a feeling of sadness. And so, it potentially can have a negative effect. But I want us to be more positive and intentional about thinking on the positive memories that you shared with this deceased person. What were some of the good times? What were some of the goofy times? What were some of the exciting times? Focus on that. Don't just focus on the loss, because as for the loss, there isn't anything you can do about it. Just be as fatalistic as that. Know that there is nothing you can do about it. But the memories can't also always be a sad one. So what were some of the positive memories? Try and bring them out. Try and think about it. Think about the day you traveled to a certain place. Think about the day you did X or you did Y. Think about these little things. And, in a way, it helps you recreate more positive, memories or more positive thoughts when this person comes up. It's very important. It's also part of your own healing. For as long as you keep having positive thoughts about the person, it helps you heal. And so that is that. For those who are going through a hard time, well, if it is a moment, if the person is, amenable or available for conversation, that would be a good time for you to, just slip a note, just slip a text. Hey, will it be a good time for us to, just catch up, reflect on where we are and all of that? If the person is willing, you go. No acrimony, no antagony, no anger. Just calmly talk about, so here we are. How did we get here? Okay, you should. If I am at fault, let's hear you. If there are things that you feel you want to admit to or you want us to talk about, let me hear you, but let's talk. It would be nice for us to catch up like old times, like we used to be. Share moments, because even when people are belligerent and they're angry, there are times where they can have a moment of love, a moment of peace. I remember during the Second World War, like during the First World War, between the Germans and the Allied troops, at some point in time during Christmas, they stopped the fight. The English crossed over to the Germans, took beer, took drinks. They had fun. And afterwards, they went back to their trenches. And what happened is another thing. But I wouldn't want you to go back to your trenches. Give this moment a certain designation. Tell yourself that I'm hoping that this moment will be a moment that we get to cross this barrier. We get to cross this road that we are struggling with. If your partner is not available in terms of emotionally or physical, or in terms of in the sense of interest, that is fine. But tell yourself, this is not the end of life. This is not the end of the world. It's a bad patch. It's not a bad life. It's a bad moment. I mean, you may have had this problem with your partner for 2 years. You've lived for what, 40 years, 30 years, 37 years? How many years? This is just a patch. It's a phase of your relationship. It will go on. It will move on. Pray, put in the effort, make your own personal resolution. Obviously, your partner is screaming and complaining about something. What is it? Write them down. Take 3, 4, 5. Tell yourself, I'm going to work on these things in the coming year and see if things will work. So Edem, there are so many ways you can, but you see, if it's a bad marriage or it's a marriage going through its own phase, you won't expect anything to be rosy.
Great.
But just, take that step and hope that at least it can get somewhere.
Thank you very much. And let's take your Christmas messages and whoever you want to send special wishes to.
Right. So, Adam, like Reverend Kofi, yes, it's the woman in our lives that help us or give us the permission, if I can put it that way. And so for me, yes, my first Christmas wish goes to my dear wife, Minsima. Um, thank you for everything. Thank you for this amazing family. Thank you for this amazing life. I'm really grateful, and I wish you a happy Christmas, or a happy Merry Christmas. And the rest of it, as we say, will take place in the house. I also want to take this opportunity to also thank all my clients. I want to thank all my clients. A lot of you. This year alone, I think I have done close to 410 sessions. And for all of you who trusted me with your marriages, and sometimes when I see the young ones, those who are coming to me for premarital counseling, I'm like, hey, so these people are also going to be married, and I taught them how to marry. Wow, I'm humbled. So guys, thank you for the trust. Thank you for the confidence. And I also want to thank all my Facebook friends. You guys hype me. You guys give me the strength and the energy to continue, because sometimes life gets lonely. Work is throwing it pressure at you, your finances. I mean, life sometimes happens, but you see, when you come on social media and these people are, giving you positive feedback, cracking jokes and all of that, it's nice. So for all of you guys, happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And then, Edem, to you for giving me this opportunity. I mean, but for you, Edem, but for you, many people wouldn't know me. So thank you so much for giving me this slot. Trust me, I don't take it for granted, Edem. I do not take it for granted. And you and the management of Joy FM, I really appreciate it. And Edem, I think that you have been there for me on different little terms that probably people don't know. You give me side gigs, and Ali, you are thoughtful, Edem. I really appreciate that. At the right time, I will show you the appreciation.
Oh, PG. Oh, somebody will say, oh, you're making me blush.
Then the final one goes to my panel and my colleagues that I normally come for the show with, and to everyone else. I love you, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you, PG. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and value your time as well. But tell Mensma, my co-dread sister Locksmate, that the party is on you guys this year. I keep saying it. PG, please do the honor. So let's not ask for the party. Just invite us and let us come, Keke. That's all.
I will.
Everybody
agrees. I will.
But thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mama T, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay, I'm coming to you in a little bit.
Till he appeared, and the soul found its worth. A thrill of hope.
And the joy of every parent is to see that their children are growing very healthy and they're becoming very intelligent and physically fit. And to achieve this desire, every parent needs to ensure that their children are given nutritious foods that has the essential nutrients that can promote their well-being. And one of the best of such nutritious foods is Vitamilk soy milk drink. Vitamilk is made from whole grain soybeans, which is a good source of plant protein, and it is enriched with omega-3, 6, and 9, calcium, and essential nutrients, and all the multivitamins recommended for your daily living. Vitamilk has no artificial flavorings, it has no colorants, and it has no preservatives. So go on and choose the Vitamilk champ for your children, because the protein, the calcium, the omega-3, 6, and 9 in there have all proven to help your adorable children grow smarter, healthier, and stronger every day. Vitamilk also comes in its regular soy milk drink. You can have it in the energy booster with no caffeine, the choco, the banana, the strawberry, and it is packed in 250 mils and 1 liter. Vitamilk is indeed a nutritious beverage, and it feels good anywhere, anytime. I got my packages, and I'd like to say a very big thank you. And it's a family day out. It's time for the Joy FM family party in the park. Time to spend quality time bonding with your wife, your children, and your friends. 26th December 2024. Time is 6 p.m. Set in the Ebri Botanical Gardens. Families will once again be treated to lots of bonding and fun activities. We're talking about cooking competitions, the tag of peas, sack racing, competitions. You have the musical chairs, the dancing competitions. I always love it when I see the parents doing the musical chairs and they are pushing each other down. It's one of the things that the family can do this Christmas. Bring the whole family to Ebri Botanical Gardens. Kwampa will be there, Kamido will be there, Kwabna will be there. Tickets are going for 200 cedis for a family of 6. And then to purchase a ticket, you just have to dial *714*003# select family party in the park, and follow the prompts. The Joy FM family party in the park is brought to us by Frital Cooking Oil. You deserve a life of goodness. Fortune low fat spread for bread, always on point. A DBS beverages, a taste you will love. Aquaba bottled mineral water. Velton's beer, distributed by Kingdom Books and Stationery. Day by Day men from Dream Cosmetics. Joy FM family party in the park, creating memorable family moments. And I ask you, what makes you smile? Is it the time you spend with loved ones, pursuing your passions, or simply enjoying life's little moments? At Pinnacle Life Insurance, we believe that life insurance should do more than just protect your family's financial future. It should also help you live your best life now. Our policies offer comprehensive coverage, living benefits and rewards to help you make the most of the day, because we think of wealth differently. At Pinnacle Life Insurance, we provide solutions that give you more for your smile, more time, more freedom, and more joy. For more information, you want to call 0501451 Number again is 0501451 or you visit pinnaclelifeinsurance.com.gh. Pinnacle Life Insurance, more for your smile. Mama the T, I'm coming to you right about now. And Mama T also has a very specific task to perform for us this morning. Mama T is... Now, around this time, we know that there are going to be lots of, church activities, right? People will be going to church, and sometimes at the detriment of your home. Sometimes these activities can create confusion in your home, conflicts here and there and all that. So, Mama T, we want to find out from you simply. For those of us, and we know a lot of us are very, 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 very active and involved in a lot of church activities. Our social activities are there. You have your family to take care of and all that. How do we juggle all of these things such that we're staying balanced and also ensuring that we're not creating confusion in our homes this season? Because we are Christians and we want to serve God the best way we know it. But how do we do it? Because of all the activities there are, and then not create confusion in our homes. Mama T.
Good morning, Edem. Hallelujah, it's Christmas. So Christmas is here. I wanted to try that voice. Hallelujah, it's Christmas. And we are thanking God for the greatest gift of all, the gift of himself. Yes, it is true that 25th, Jesus was not born on 25th December, but up until now, we know that Jesus died, and a lot of Christians believe that Jesus died. So certainly, if he died, then he was born. So yes, the Christian community has agreed on 25th to celebrate this great man's birth, and we are here to celebrate Jesus. I have said before last year that the birthday, the Christmas is Jesus' birthday, and so that is who we are celebrating. And the church has a lot of programs lined up. I have seen a number of churches and their programs. It started all the way from the
Joy
15th,
99.7 FM.
from the 15th, and it is running through to 31st and even on the 1st. So there are lots of church programs lined up. And just like you said, it has the ability, the propensity to disturb a lot of homes, to put a lot of homes in trouble, to bring small little conflicts here and there. And so, yes, as much as we want to serve the Lord, and as much as we want to be there for all of the church's activities, I know that the church is made up of a collection of family units, and when the family units are doing well, then the church is doing well. So my message today goes to both our pastors and then the families or the church community. Christmas, yes, we should spend time serving the Lord. We should spend time being in church and being part of church activities. But let me quickly tell our pastors that there should be not too many activities back to back like that takes the people away from their homes. The difficult part is when just one partner is a member of many committees and ministries, and so the father or the mother will go the whole day from 5:30 a.m. in the morning. It is one prayer meeting. It closes at 8. Then she has another meeting that will close at 11. Then another. Then for many of us, that means commitment. That means we are there for the church. But hey, God also expects that in this Christmas, you spend a lot of time with your family. It is key. It is very, very important. So yes, the church activities should be made such that there is time for family and there is time for family outings. There's time for family meetings. There's time for family bonding. For many families, I don't know when was the first time in the year that they ate home, like right now, cooked food. So this Christmas, permit us to cook food right now, not the food we are taking out of the freezer to to eat, but food that we have prepared together today, right here, sitting around the table. Can be at the whole dining table or even the kitchen table, some table that brings all of the family, daddy, mommy, all of the 4 children together. We are sitting here, we are eating food that is just cooked. And so church should permit us. The program should be planned, yes, but they should be planned for a few hours. 2 to 3 hours is enough time to be able to go through most of your church activities. And again, to the church community, if you are put in too many programs and you feel that it is taking too much of your time away from your family, learn to say no sometimes to your pastors. That also, I can take 2, I can take 3. I can't be part of 5 committees, 10 committees, all of the program, whatever. At this time, we are still reiterating family quality time for families, and it is very, very, very important. So pastors, give your people time. Make it easy for them to have time with their families. Make time to also allow them to also have time to.
Oh, Mama T, we're losing you.
Relax and is around all of the family. So it brings all of us together. Daddy is in church, mommy is in church. Tailor-made program that also brings even the children to church. So all of us together as a family are in church. Then yes, we can be there for 6 hours. But beyond that, let us plan simple, easy programs that allows families to be together. So yes, again to the families, prioritize your families.
Great.
Be above the church. The church will continue to be there for the next 1 week or so that we have time out of work. Let us use this time to bond with our families. It is very key. It is very, very important. That is basic. We want to be in church, yes, but we also want to bond with our families. Let the programs be simple and easy. 2 hours, 3 hours. Let us go. Let us come back and still be around our families and our children.
Simplicity. Thank you very much, Mama T. And your messages, your Christmas messages you want to, and who you want to wish.
Great. So I wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I mean, to all, especially to Joy FM, just like PG said, sometimes I'm sitting in church and people are asking me, are you the lady who is on Joy FM? I said yes. Oh, because I sat in church, you are looking at me like what? I am the lady who comes on Joy FM. And you see sometimes small celebrity status like that. Celebrity, yeah, and here is the cry night. So beyond that,
Oh,
and so
Mama
yes,
T.
To Joy FM, we are grateful. We are eternally grateful. To you, Edem, you have been an amazing sister. And you go beyond just being a host. You are a sister to us. And we are grateful to you and everybody. Yes, to Daniela and to all the people you work with. Again, let me quickly say happy birthday, Merry Christmas to my husband and my children, Pastor Santi Afe, Emmanuel, Manuela, and Ifua. Thank you all very much. Ima, my son, has been good. He drives me to Joy FM
I
for
know,
all of
right?
this year. He drives me to Joy FM every day that I have to be around.
Here.
He's sitting right by me. Thank you very much, Emmanuel.
Wow.
Again, to my dear Dr. Mensa Otabel and his dear Lady Joy, to my pastor, who is also my father, and today he's celebrating his 62nd birthday, Reverend Dixon to force upon ICG Sikofredia. Papa, it's your birthday, and I wish you a happy birthday and also a Merry Christmas. To Apostle and Mrs. Paul Daniel of Bethshem Temple, Merry Christmas. Why am I wishing him happy birthday? And to all of the people who listen to us. Yes, to these two special ladies in my office, Mrs. Uncle and Lady Lavia. Thank you guys so very much. You have been amazing.
Great.
Thank you very much, Edem.
Thank you, Mama T. Thank you so much, and we appreciate your time always, always, always.
The stars are brightly shining. It is the night of
6 strange guests find their way into a wealthy home pretending to be people they are not. The story unfolds with unexpected twists filled with love, deceit, and fake identities as they struggle to maintain appearances and avoid exposure. One night guest brings you a hilarious and heartwarming tale featuring an all-star cast including Majid Michelle, James Gardner, Yvonne Okoro, Rosalind Ngisa, Chidi Mokeme, Iniedo, Lasisi Elenu, Real Wari Pikin, Aka Nani, and Annabelle Apara. This Christmas Day, 25th December, catch One Night Guest in cinemas near you. Enjoy it at Silverbird Cinemas Accra Mall, Ozone Cinemas Oyarifa Mall, Golden Eagle Cinema Kumasi City Mall, and Royal View Cinema SG Mall Kumasi. Show times are 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m., and 9 p.m. Tickets are available at 150. For ticket inquiries and reservations, please call 059-8956-428 or 0279256-660. One night guest, you go laugh taya. And it's one of the things you can do this Christmas. 150 CDs for a person. So the two of you as a couple, 300 CDs, and your Christmas is made. Now, have you heard Republic Bank is giving this season and they are giving big. Pay your Visit credit card and stand a chance to win an all expenses paid trip to Dubai or a luxury staycation at some of Ghana's finest beach resorts, including Maha Beach Resort, Breezes Beach, or Camp Chache. You could also win a 5-course dinner for 2 at the exquisite Braza restaurant, a full day spa services for 2, and other exciting rewards in the Republic Bank Tap Win and Fly to Dubai promo. All you need to do is use any of your Republic Bank Visit credit card, Infinite, Adeshi, or Classic card. Every tap counts. Every tap counts. So what are you waiting for? It's time to fly to Dubai with a Republic Bank Visa card. Start tapping and make this season unforgettable. The promo is under the Caritas Lottery platform. Republic Bank, we are the ones for you. And let me also tell you about the Pentecost Hour, which comes your way every Sunday on Joy FM at 1:30 p.m. It also happens on Hits FM. So the Pentecost Hour is a religious broadcast program sponsored by the Church of Pentecost, and you can catch it at Joy FM 1:30 p.m. It's also on Hits FM and on Joy Prime. So 1:30, you'll catch us live on Joy FM, the Church of Pentecost. We are possessing the nations for the Lord. Now let me come to you, Sister Ariel, the wellness coach.
Hello.
We will take your message now. Oh, honestly, I thought I had all the time in the world. Wow. How time flies when you're having fun. So we want to take, wellness tips from you this season.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to keep our minds well. We want to keep ourselves well whilst we are on break and having all the fun. So some quick tips from you, and then we'll take your messages as well.
Okay. Good morning, lovely listeners, and thank you, Edem, for giving me this opportunity to be part of this panel again. Thank you so much. And rightly said, wellness is important, and it's always running. It doesn't stop. So the first thing I want to say to our cherished listeners is that decision making is the key to well-being. Decision making. You are going to have to make decisions. And the question is, the decisions I'm making, how well are they honoring my truth? Now, Christmas is different for everybody. Honor your truth for your mental health. What is your truth about Christmas? How can you celebrate Christmas? What can you do and what can you not do? Right now, I feel like the headmistress coming to say, don't do this, don't do that. Honor your truth, because your truth is different. What is going on for you is different for everybody. So don't just look at what is going on and do what you can't do. Be okay to create new traditions. The old traditions are amazing, but creating new traditions are also very good, especially for family. Do new things that you can afford and works for you. Your Christmas doesn't have to be like what everybody else is expecting Christmas to be. I don't like the traditional Christmas. It bores me sometimes. I don't like it. And I try to do the things that I feel honors my mental health and my physical well-being. One of the things that happen during Christmas that affects a lot of people is overextending ourselves. We overextend ourselves physically and also financially. Whatever you choose to do, be mindful of overextending yourself. Learn to say no to things you can't do in these times of busy rushing here and there. Like Mama T is saying, the church programs, then there are social invitations. I mean, last year, I know a friend who went from church to a party and she got home the next day, just going around like that. But every choice we make now, you might be getting the effect of it in another 2 years. The things you're going to do this 2 weeks, you may get the effect of them in the next 2 years. So don't overextend yourself into every activity. Just say no when necessary and be mindful of your physical and financial well-being. Don't put your healthy routines on hold in these 2 weeks, because sometimes within the 2 weeks, coming back to pick them up will be difficult again. So stay active. Have a good sleep routine. Movement is key. So don't put your healthy routines on hold. The ginger tea in the morning, the lemon tea in the morning, your sleep routines, don't put them on hold just because of these 2 weeks. You can do all those things and still create time for your healthy routines. So keep good sleep movement. Now, one thing that happens during Christmas that a lot of people also overlook is clutter. We clutter our environment. And when the environment is cluttered, it affects your mood. It stresses you. And sometimes as parents, or we put it on the children by feeling over anxious with all the things around and all that. If you don't like indoor decoration, don't worry. I love outdoor Christmas decoration. So a new tradition I created for the past few years is to drive around looking at all the outdoor Christmas decoration intentionally. So manage your clutter, clean your spaces, put things where they have to be. It's a festive season, but everything you're doing is going to be a trickle at the back of your health and your well-being. So be mindful of all these things. Now, the way we are anxious and running around, our breathing is also affected. So make time for intentional breathing. Loneliness is there for some people, like you mentioned. Not everybody has a big family, friends to get all the things we are doing. If you find yourself lonely and you don't have any community to engage in, talk to a professional. It is crucial. Talk to a professional about how you feel. Any of us here can support you, and we may help you to get some tips so that you'll be able to go through the season healthy, in a healthy way. So don't put your feelings aside if you're feeling depressed or lonely, because the way Christmas is expected to be, it's not going like that for you. And along the way, we need to be kind to strangers we meet on our festive enjoyment along the way. This is the time you smile at people. This is the time you are kind to people. It doesn't have to be going to do charity, but even how you engage with salespeople who may be working during this festive season. You engage with the Uber driver, you engage with the trotro. Everybody you come along, stranger in the queue, means a lot in this season. And so if we want to be mentally and emotionally and physically healthy, these are the things we don't have to engage. Forget. Honor your truth. Declutter your spaces. Keep to your healthy routines. Honor your truth and make the right decisions for yourself. Be intentional about breathing, because everything you are doing in these 2 weeks, the effect or the back effect will come in the next 2 years. So don't let us forget that our well-being is also very important in these seasons of festivities. Honor your truth is what stands up for me. Be truthful to yourself.
Thank you very much, Ariel. And we'll take another 1 minute quickly to send your shouts out.
Okay, so my shout out goes to my family and my children. I love them so much. Merry Christmas to my aged parents and my siblings who have been there for me, and my children. They are my anchor. They are my light. I love them so much. And also to my clients. This year, my clients, I can't thank you enough for trusting what I do and giving me the opportunity to walk your journeys with you, climb that mountain with you till you see the light again. Thank you so much. And my team, thank you, Edna, thank you, Irene, thank you, Kedzi, thank you, Ben, thank you, Wise, thank you, Osborne. I'm always moving these guys to one place or the other. I thank them so much. And to my tribe, God bless you for believing in wellness. And finally, to you, Edem Knight-Tay, Daniela, and the Joy team. Thank you. And all my Joy followers, my Joy people. I mean, like Mama T is saying, people see me and they just hear my voice and say, I've heard your voice. I know this voice. Thank you so much for the acknowledgement you give to me whenever you meet me. God bless you all. Have yourself a full tank, holly jolly, happy Christmas.
Thank you very much, Ariel, and we appreciate your time as well. Let me quickly come to Doc. We have run out of time, but Doc, I'm coming to you. We have Dr. Grace Bachman. She's joined us as well, and what we want Doctor to do for us this morning is also to share with us some quick, tips that on our health, like medical tips, family health tips that we need this season. Doc, won't take too much of your time, and then we'll take that from you. Dr. Grace Bachman is the medical director at Sonotech Medical and Diagnostic Center. Doc, few minutes.
Hi, Edem.
Hi.
Good morning and Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I think I'll just go straight to what I have. You know that sometimes we take things for granted. Sometimes we take our health for granted and we forget to protect it as much as we can. But I want to send a reminder to all our listeners that destroying all your health gains just this 2 weeks break that you have is not worth it. And all the plans that some of the speakers, panelists have mentioned earlier will not be possible if you are not strong. During this period, health emergencies can happen. If you are not fit, you cannot do all the outings, you cannot enjoy all the programs listed. So it's very important we protect all the health gains we've made this year as much as possible. Specifically, not just for the festive season, but around this time, you know how dry the weather is. There is Hamatan approaching and all. So there's going to be a lot of cough, a lot of upper respiratory tract infections here and there, especially the kids. And sometimes there's this stubborn flu that you take everything and it doesn't seem to go away. And it's very important for us to stay hydrated. Drinking a lot of water during this period. It's very, very important. And we keeping an eye on the kids as well. So they drink a lot, replace all the cokes and all the frizzy drinks with a lot of water. For we the adults, we're aiming at about 2.5 liters to 3 liters a day. So if you take the small sachet of water, about 5 a day should be fine. And for the kids, about 3, 4 a day should be fine. And also around this time in Accra especially, there's been some cholera outbreak in certain areas. And this is something we need to be very mindful of, especially as we go for gatherings. For our kids, we need to keep an eye on hand washing, not just with water, but water and soap before and after eating. And also when they play a lot, I mean, around this time, we go out with them, the kids play, we need to make sure that they are washing their hands very, very well. Another important thing is, I'm sure we've been following the news and we've been hearing of the increasing alarming numbers of some STIs, HIV, and all that. If you have been good all this year, this 2 week is not an excuse for you to start any high risky behaviors. Don't forget, these things are very, very real. Don't just go one night stand, go enjoy, and after you test for HIV, you test for one or another STI. It's not worth it. If you can't abstain, it's not worth it. If you can't abstain, if you can't, please, your contraceptions should be your best friend. Let me talk briefly about diet as well. You see, we also don't want to put on too much during this 2 weeks. I remember last week someone saying that I was eating healthy because I know next week, next 2 weeks is going to be really bad. It doesn't have to. In the homes, we can start breakfast off with very healthy options, oatmeal, smoothies, eggs, and also preventing children from eating sugary treats, too many of them. One thing that we should be mindful of is that for our children, they are great imitators, really. So what they see us do is what they learn. We can tell them, oh, taking the water, taking the vegetables, taking the fruits. But if we are not doing it, unfortunately, they will not do it as well. So let's be great examples for them in the house and even as we go out in terms of food. What we can do as well is to involve everyone in the home in terms of meal preparation. I think someone mentioned it earlier. So the healthy meals that we are preparing, mommy doesn't have to do it alone. We can all come together as a family and do it and prepare the children as well. Once we all took part in preparing, it becomes easier to, eat some of these things. And then in terms of portion control, let's try as much as possible and use smaller plates. Not just for the children, but for mommy and daddy as well. Sometimes we forget, and during this period we overeat, and the effect will come on later on. And we can also the time, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me end with some of us parents, the adults, you have probably one chronic disease or the other. Please don't put your medications on hold. If you're a diabetic, you're on medications, still take your medications every day. If you're hypertensive on medications, you still have to take it every day. If you would forget, you can set alarms, you can remind your close relatives to always, give you that reminder to take your medication. So I think these are just a few things that we need to keep in mind. And lastly, mental health. During this period, not even just the adults, but the children as well. If you can't take them out often, you can't buy stuff for them, you can't do, things you usually do for them around this period, it's good to communicate, like someone said earlier. And honest communication makes a big deal. So they don't feel, left out, they don't feel anxious, they don't feel sad. Communication makes a big deal during this whole period. So, Edem, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you,
Because of time, I
Doc.
think I'll leave it here.
Yes, thank you very much, Doc. We appreciate you. And this has been like what, a 360 tips for your break. Everybody in the family has been catered to. Doc, we really appreciate you.
My shout out.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, first off, to my husband, Dr. Ebenezer Paul Bachman, my kids, Paul and Jason, my dad, Kofi Jima Boateng, and then my very good friend, Mamiya Robertson. I mean, sometimes the year can be tough, but with good friends like you, things are even better. And also to my staff at Sonotech Medical and Diagnostic Center. This year we faced some unprecedented challenges, but you guys have been amazing. And like always, teamwork has always made us succeed. So Merry Christmas to all of you and a Happy New Year.
Thank you very much. And we will be wrapping up on Home Affairs in just a little bit. But let me remind us again that the joy of every parent is to see their children grow healthy and physically fit. And we are talking about you getting some Vitamilk Champ this Christmas as part of all the things you will be getting, because it has all the essential nutrients. You have omega 3, 6, and 9 in there. Remember, it has no artificial colorings, no flavorings, and no preservatives. And so you can get the Vitamilk Champ for your children. It comes in the regular soy milk. You can have it in the energy booster with no caffeine, the choco, the banana, and the strawberry flavors. And you can buy it in the 250 mils and the 1 liter Tetra Pak. Vitamilk is indeed a nutritious beverage that feels good anywhere, anytime. And last week, Wednesday, I'd like to say a very big thank you to all of you who joined the Family Forum Africa webinar. It was live on Joy FM as well. I'd like to say a very big thank you to all of you. It was very amazing. We had conversations on the increasing rate of substance abuse and casual sex amongst our children. And if you were not there, we will share the link again around so that you can listen. It was recorded. And so a very big thank you to you, Dr. Collins Hajiman Bedu, Dr. Gladys Setoji, Dr. Treme Etuahene, Abina Washington, and Angelina Efua Inimwa Enin. They were our panelists. And all of you who joined in, thank you very much. Now, Family Forum Africa is, a family community we are building. If you want to be part of that community, 059-288-9986. 059-288-9986. Just send a message and say you want to be part. We'll share the link with you and then you can join the community. Otherwise, you can find it on Facebook, Family Forum Africa. You join the community. We are waiting to have our first 100 community members and then we will begin our activities. But now we are ending the show. Unfortunately, we couldn't pick your phone calls, but look, Merry Christmas to all of you. Send your messages. The Weekends show, I'll let them try and read as many of them as they can. But before we go, right, we have Pastor Ato Aqua on the line with us. Pastor Ato is going to share a prayer committing all families across Ghana and the globe into the hands of God so that we will be safe, we will be fine, we will go into these holidays, come back and we'll be fine. Ahead of that, let me also say a very Merry Christmas to my family, my husband, my children, Elliot, my children, Demel, Adira, Adara, Elliot Jr., my brother, my older siblings, my nieces, my nephews, and everybody who has supported me. Safwa, thank you so very much. You have been a sister and a friend, and I truly appreciate you. I'm not going to go into mentioning names. As for my Home Affairs clan, I have done that at the beginning of the show. Pastor Ato, please, we are in your hands, and put us into God's hands.
Thank you very much, Edem. God richly bless you. And I want to say congratulations. It's been a great year. You have done a yeoman's job. God bless you.
God bless you.
Right. Let's share a word of prayer. Father of all families, God of all families, we thank you for this moment. We thank you for this year, 2024. We thank you for Home Affairs. We thank you for your grace and your mercy that abounds to us. Even as we take this break, I stand by this privilege and by divine authority, and I declare over every family represented under the sound of my voice that the Lord bless you. The Lord cause his face to shine on you.
Amen.
In this season, may the favor of God rest on you. I pray the preservation of God over your life. As the Bible says that he will surround Jerusalem with a wall of fire, and in his midst, his glory shall be established. I declare that the Lord will preserve you and your household, that the Lord will also provide for you by his mercies.
Amen.
And as we round up the year, you will round up beautifully. And as we enter into the year 2025, we enter into it gloriously.
Amen.
The Lord bless and keep you and cause your heart desire to be granted. Let his peace, which surpasses all understanding, abide with you. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.
Amen. Pastor Atu, thank you. What a way to end our year. Yes, indeed. So all of us are preserved and we will come back in the new year, give all glory to God and get on to building our families. And let me say a very big thank you to my team Joy. Ooh, I have dragged this team up and down. Thank you all very much for making my work here as a team lead, pretty simple. To all of you, I don't want to mention names, but Team Joy, say to all of you, I appreciate all of you very much. And to my bosses, from Kwesi Chu, Mr. Kenansa, to you, Fifi Kumsin, every one of you, to my colleague managers, I'd like to say a very big thank you to all of you for the support. Merry Christmas to every one of you. Enjoy the break and we give glory to God. Stay safe. And in fact, just drop your messages, right? We will go through the messages. Just say that you want the Christmas hamper. We'll call you and give it to you. And then when we come back next year, we'll tell the whole world, those of you who got the hampers. But thank you very much. Kofi Hayford and the Weekend City Show is up next.
Hello, Ohima. Eti saying.
Ayo.
Na eda